Hi everyone, it's Vanessa and Humi with another Lunch with Vanessa and Humi, and today we're going to have a debate with each other. We're talking about whether you need a CV if you have a really great LinkedIn profile, and we kind of disagreed on the topic. So we're both going to put our debates on the table.
So this is the first time we actually don't agree on
Yes,
something,
yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see what comes out on
Beautiful.
this.
So I
lunch
personally
with.
think if you are a freelancer in certain type of jobs, for example, if you're a motion designer or if you're a digital designer and you're freelancing, your LinkedIn, if it's well filled, it's enough. You don't need a CV, and you can utilize that as your CV. So just send your LinkedIn profile. What do you think?
I disagree because a lot of the LinkedIn profiles are not always correctly filled in. I think you're assuming that if the LinkedIn is correctly filled in and has all the information in there, then it's enough. But also from my perspective, when I send candidates through to clients, I attach their CV.
Yeah.
And I just feel that a CV, from my perspective, has more information in it than what is on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So I personally think that some jobs you do not need to list every single thing that you do. For example, if you're a motion designer, as long as you can show what type of software you used, what type of projects you worked on, that's enough. So you just say, I use Apple.
I do agree with that.
That one, but not everyone.
If somebody's an art director or if somebody's an account director, you don't have to explain what that role is because everybody knows what that role is, but explain what you did. So I think we're in agreement that you do write your title, but you write down the clients and the projects that you've worked on because we do understand what the titles are.
Exactly.
Okay, so we can agree on that.
Yes, and but as I mentioned at the beginning, some job titles you can do that. But I do know that if you're looking for a permanent role, actively you definitely do need a CV, especially if you're applying for corporate clients or places that they have a specific hiring process in place, because you have to submit your CV and they will look for specific keywords in your CV so that they can just do, search and
if
find
you
it
don't have a CV, that put in those particular cases, then it puts you at a different disadvantage.
At a disadvantage, yes.
Because they're judging CV against CV, and then if you don't have a CV, then they can't judge you.
Exactly.
And we are judging you.
Yes. And then one more thing, if you're a really good designer and you're looking for a permanent role and you have a really well designed CV, it's amazing, because I actually interviewed one person without even a folio because their CV was so simple, so beautifully laid out, and the typography was amazing. So if you have great creative eye, you can utilize it. But in saying that, I have given that advice to some people and they came back to me with something that looked like a big party is happening within the CV. So many elements and it's too busy. No, what I'm talking about is like really beautiful, simple design with great typography in it. Yeah, so I guess we can come to the conclusion that if you're looking for a permanent role, definitely a CV. If you are a freelancer and you are within a specific industry, like you're a designer and then you're jumping from one project to another, you don't have to completely update your CV every time. But you can.
Or if you're applying for jobs with Humi, then you don't need a CV. And if you're applying for jobs with me, then you do need a CV. So that's.
I guess if you're applying for contacting smaller businesses that they care about what you do and your folio is way more important than the nitty-gritties, you could get away with LinkedIn. I would hire someone with just based on their LinkedIn profile. But let's agree on disagree. But now you've heard both sides of the story and you can decide whether you would like a CV
and let
or
us
not.
know what you think as well in the comments below. Let us know if you think it's a good idea to have a CV and when it should be a good idea and when it's not a good idea. We'd love to know your feedback.
Exactly. So again, as usual, if there are any specific questions you'd like us to cover, send it through to us and we look forward to hearing from you, and we wish you a wonderful day.
And thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.